What's your name?
My name is Ashley Lotus Photo.
Ashley. And where are you from, Ashley?
I'm originally from Long Island.
Okay. And how old are you?
I'm 21.
21. Oh, so you're young.
Yes.
Okay.
I've been on the street since I was 13.
Oh, wow. Okay, so what was your family like growing up?
Growing up, my mom and my dad, my mom and dad separated around when I was like 5. My mom got into other relationships in and out with guys, things didn't work. I eventually started growing up and doing my own thing, messing with older guys. Started smoking weed, which was not necessarily the worst thing. I get a medical card for it now.
Okay, so now is legal in New York?
Yes.
Okay, it's medical?
Medical wise.
Yeah, I also have my medical card as well.
You have to go to a psychiatrist or a medical doctor to say that there's something wrong with you, and then you got to pay like $200 to get the card, and then you go to one of the distributors, dispensaries, and then you buy from them, not off the street. Because once you start buying off the street, that's when then it becomes illegal. Like you got to show them your prescription and all that, and then you're okay. Yeah, I have to do the same thing in Pennsylvania. Well, before I had gotten all that, I was like 12, 13. Okay. So they were not gonna give me no marijuana prescription, and this was before they even had a prescription for it. Okay. So I was just using marijuana off the street.
Yeah, recreational. Was it now? Let me, before we touch on that, in your household growing up, was there any type of domestic violence or physical violence, anything like that?
With my mother and my father, not that I really see, like they did argue a little bit because he was an alcoholic. Okay. But he was a very working alcoholic. My dad busted his ass all day, every day. Okay. And then went out drinking. Okay. You know, not spending time with his family, and that's what really made the arguments.
Would you mind coming closer, please? Sorry.
That's really what made the arguments. When he would be home busting his ass all day. Coming home with the check. My mom, everything's messed up in the house. She's either on the phone, on the computer, playing with something and not doing what you're supposed to do. I'm up at 9 o'clock at night running around, and my dad's just coming home, and it's like, why is my daughter awake? She's 2 years old, she should be in bed. So that caused a lot of arguments. When they had separated, I was 5 years old. I didn't really know what was going on.
Was there any type of domestic violence or anything like that? Or just a lot of... Later?
Like, when my mom got with my brother's father. Okay. There was a little hot of domestic violence. I fought him tons of times. There was one day I can remember...
Let me wait 1 second for the train. It's funny because in Philly where we record at, it's right next to the L. So we have to do the same thing. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Not a problem. When there's a time that I remember specifically, he was drunk. It was like 9 o'clock at night. He was drunk. He drinks Bacardi and Coke. And he'll work just to get that bottle and then not go to work the rest of the week. Okay. He'll get his bottle, he'll drink his Coke. Now, they started an argument over, I think, a video game. Okay. My little brother wanted to play PlayStation. My stepdad is a really bad game freak. When he wants what he wants, you gotta have it when he has it. Yeah, yeah. Or it's a problem. Yeah.
Like a lot of us. Or his was to the extreme?
Extreme. Like, he's a god and we all gotta bow to him. Oh, okay. On that type of level. Yeah. Now, so they was arguing. My mom's now laying down sleeping, trying to go to sleep to avoid the arguments. Gotcha. Now, I don't remember exactly what happened. Something was said and he fucking took her leg and ripped her off the couch. Oh, wow. Now, my mom hits the floor and I see her look up that way and she starts crying.
And how old were you at this time?
I was 15. Okay. I was 15.
You were still a child.
When I saw this happen, I bugged out and I fought him.
Yeah, of course.
Cops got called. Tell me why they told me I was the aggressor.
Oh, wow. Yeah. You're a child.
I was being aggressive. When the cops got there, I'm not gonna say it. I wasn't.
Yeah, but that's your mom, and you're a child at the same time.
I was already hyped up after I just beat this man up after hurting my father. I mean, my mother. Yeah. My mom's sitting there crying. My little brother, like this. I tried to, when I was younger, from the age of 12 and up, I've tried to commit suicide. Okay. I've always had problems with that. Okay. My brother is what saved me. Okay. I wanted to live and continue to be there for him with this shitty ass world that we live in. Yeah. You know, I didn't want him to go through it by himself. Yep. So that's what really made me stay here and keep pushing and keep trying for him. Now, I got taken away. Got put into a residential treatment center.
How old were you then?
When I got taken away, I want to say I was like 13.
Was that for behavior issues or mental health?
Behavior and mental.
Okay, a little bit of both?
Yeah. I was slicing my wrists.
Yeah. Do you have scars from? Oh, yeah.
I have those. I have some on my chest. Got these. Got a lot of scars.
Could I see your arms again?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, those are wow. So what age did that start?
This started when I was 12.
Okay. And did you feel as though that helped to deal with your pain?
Yeah. As weird as it sounds, the pain that you feel here is gone for a minute when you see blood drip.
Yeah. I've heard also from people that cut and self-harm that they feel like a sense of relief.
Yeah. When you see the blood drip, and it's not, I'm not going to say for everybody. But I know for me, when I've cut myself, I can't just make a cut and then leave it alone.
Yeah.
It's got to be some real blood gushing out of my arm.
Now, what about the pain that comes with that?
The pain, it doesn't hurt.
Okay.
Not at all.
The state you're in?
Yeah, only because of the state. You are so numb to everything that you could probably stab yourself in the arm and you're not gonna feel it. Because you're just in that, I'm done state, you know, and you just wanna say fuck it all. I'm gonna go run in front of the traffic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was the first time that you self-harmed?
I think 12. My first trip to the CPET. I cut myself in school.
Okay.
I was always self-conscious about my weight.
Yeah.
Because I'm skinnier now, but like when I was 13, 12 and all that, I was a chunky little thing.
Okay.
So I was short and chunky, so everybody always just made fun of me. And then I was in the school, in Long Island, the school that I was in, it was all like black kids. And I was really the only white girl there.
So you faced a lot of bullying and stuff like that?
Yeah, because of my race.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you're not supposed to be here. This is the hood, this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
You're a white girl. You're not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, first of all, I'm not 100% white.
Yeah.
I'm Italian. Okay, that's not white. Number two, and I'm Sicilian, which Sicilian is partially black.
Yeah.
Okay, so in all honesty, come on. And honestly, race shouldn't mean shit.
Exactly.
Race means nothing. Race is a color. It's an ethnicity. It's a fucking culture.
Yeah.
Not to determine anything about anybody.
Yep.
Which I so support this Black Lives Matter shit that's going on with these police right now. Defund the police.
Yeah.
All lives matter except NYPD because they're the ones that act like ours don't.
Okay.
You know.
At what age, when we were speaking off camera, you told me that in the past you had issues with drugs?
Yeah, when I got taken away, I was there for 3 to 6 months before I finally ran away.
Okay.
People would come there in a month's time and get home visits and get to leave and go to the community.
Yeah.
And I didn't get that. All I was able to do was sit in the residential and have them come visit me. And I felt, I guess you could say a little, not envious, but man, like why why could they get it and I still have not gotten to see my parents yet, and it's been 6 months?
Yeah.
You know, like, they go on trips to go see their parents for the weekend, stay out the weekend, and I don't even go to get a 2-hour community pass.
Yeah. That's hard for a child to process.
Especially when I was going through suicidal situations.
I see what you're saying.
And at that time, my brother was just born. I was just fixing myself to get away from suicide.
Yeah.
So they couldn't have took me at a worse time.
Yeah.
You know, so that just made me relapse with the cutting and made it even worse. Because now I missed birthdays with him. I missed him learning to walk. It's like I'm his mother almost. Like, I wanted to be there for all of that.
And it sounds like from what you say that you and your brother are extremely close.
Extremely close.
Yeah.
I'll go to jail to 25 to life for him in a second without even thinking.
Yeah. Okay. Now, how did you find out about cutting? How did you?
I was around, the first time I saw somebody cut themselves was with my mom. My mom didn't do it, but she had this girl that she was friends with. She was a really bad alcoholic and a fucking hoe. And something happened, she was upset. I walked into the bathroom and I see her with a paper clip cutting her arm, and there was just blood pouring everywhere. That was the first time. Second time I was 11. I was 11 and my one of my friends, her man had cheated on her and she was really upset. She went in her kitchen, grabbed out a fucking knife and just those were the 2 times. After that I started cutting. And
the drug use, what age did that?
Drug use happens when I got taken away. I was around, I want to say like 13. I got taken away, and after I had gotten taken away, I stayed there. When I finally ran away because I wasn't going home, I ran to, it's called Wine Dance. Wine Dance in Long Island is a hood. It's like a real ghetto bad spot to be. So, and it's fucking right there by the place, the residential. Okay, so there's Dick's Hills right here, and then literally right down the block is Wine Dance. Like the worst spot for you to put that place.
Yeah.
Bad juvenile children with mental problems and all this and that, right next to the hood. Yeah. Great spot. So now I leave there, I walk down Burrs Lane. Burrs Lane goes to Straight Path. Straight Path is Wine Dance. Okay. After you go down Burrs Lane is the Dick's Hills. Now you get to Straight Path. Once you hit Straight Path, you're in Wine Dance. You walk up Straight Path, hit the train station.
Yeah.
Once you hit that train station, that's where I left. You know, I was able to hop on a train and leave. Yeah. But this was my first time being by myself. I didn't know nothing. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this and survive. Yeah. And because I can't go back to my mom. My mom's gonna bring me right back here. Okay. So I did that a couple times where I'd hang out for a little bit, then I'd go home to my mom, but I'd always get sent right back. So after a while I stopped doing that. But I'd keep running and running. So the first time I left, I met this guy over there. I was smoking weed. So now he says, "Do you want to smoke?" I'm thinking he's talking about weed. Now I'm just so stressed out and depressed and upset. Like, yo, I think he's got weed. I go, and it ended up being crack. And I see him get it, and I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck is this? Yeah. But I don't say anything because I don't want him to not give it to me now. Yeah. You know, and I'm hurt. So I said, fuck it. Let me try it. And it started, I didn't like it at first. Yeah. Until like the 4th time I did it. Maybe I didn't get some good shit at first, I don't know. But when I finally did start liking it, it became a really bad problem for me. Like, I wasn't just selling my ass to take care of myself and put myself in that place and feed myself. I was now staying on the street smoking crack. Yeah. Then I finally went through all that bullshit. I ran and went missing for 3 months. Nobody knew where I was. Nobody knew if I was alive or dead. Yeah. So when that happened, that's when the courts took a step back and were like, well, this isn't helping her. This is doing worse than it is good. Okay. So they released me to my mother. My mom found me when I was on the run. I was in a hotel room. I was selling my ass. I was downstairs out of the hotel with one of my homegirls that was doing it with me. And we was outside smoking a blunt. And then my aunt and my mother had pulled up. Okay. And they went to her, of course, freaking out on her. Yeah. And I'm like, yo, mom, stay the fuck away from her, because she didn't do shit. This is all on me. Yeah. I make my own choices. Nobody forces me to do shit. Yeah. So that was a little bit of a conversation, a little bit. So then my mom finally takes me. I stay with her for a few days until it's time to go to court. Now I go to court, happiest day of my life. They're like, you're going home. I'm like, yes. Yes, thank God, yo. I'm home. So after that, I had a couple of relationships. Then I got my baby father that you see up there. We had our son. At the time I was still using. Yeah. Got pregnant. And that was that.
You got clean?
I smoke weed still. I'm not gonna. I smoke weed still.
Yeah, but that's alright.
I will never go back to crack, because that was honestly like, that was my demon. Yeah. And that, I'm not gonna knock it 100%, okay? Because it made me who I am. Yeah. Oh, okay? Yeah. Going through that and experiencing that made me who I am, and I love who I am. Yeah. Okay? But if you could become who you want to be without going down that route, try. Because
I tell a lot of people that when I tell them I spent 17 years in the penitentiary, I was hooked on
thankfully
dope,
I didn't.
You know, all that stuff, and I say, you know, that made me the person I am today. But you know, if you could go and become who you are and become
without
a
that
good person, without having to go through all that shit,
but you want to know something though? The thing that I have realized is that life's experiences is what makes you.
Of course.
And how you perceive them and move on is what makes or breaks you. Yes. And I've been raped, I've been molested, I've been fucking a whole bunch of shit, okay? And you just gotta take it with a grain of salt and not let it ruin your life. Yeah. Because a lot of people that end up bitter are because they're holding on to something that they're angry about or upset about.
And don't know how to deal with it.
And they don't want to let go. Yeah. Exactly. But at the end of the day, if you hold on to that, you're just going to die a bitter person. Yes. And nobody's going to like you. Keep it 100. Don't fucking rob, steal. Listen, if you want something, ask for it. I'm always the type of person, if you want something, ask me. If I got it, you got it. Yeah. If you steal from me, then it's in a different situation. Yeah. You know, there was one other thing that I could say that I had gotten addicted on, and it's not really an addiction. It's something I'm still working on right now, but it's only because of the money-wise with the weed. Yeah. K2. Okay. Now, K2 is like marijuana, except it's synthetic. It's fake, it's chemicals. Yep. It's not weed.
That's a big problem in Philly.
It's a big feeling. It's the same thing. It feels the same, well, to me anyway. You got a million of motherfuckers tweaking out here. Yeah. But me, when I smoke K, it feels like weed. Now, not saying to go do that. Not good, okay? Yeah. Anybody watching it, K is not good. Don't do that. Yeah. Okay, stick to weed if you're gonna do something. Yeah. And watch who you get it from, because that shit will be laced. I've gotten laced tons of times. K, it was cheaper than weed, so I went and did that. Stupid, because now I get sick. Yeah. Like right now, I'm kind of sick. Yeah. So when my baby father just came back, he had a blunt, but I figured I'd rather go help the community and tell my story than go smoke that blunt quick. You know, I could do that after. Yeah. Well, thank you. Not a problem.
I appreciate you. Do you have any questions for me? Anything you'd like to ask me?
Not really. I really like what you're doing.
Thank you.
You know, I wish that there was more people out here like this, you know, and not just so fucking nasty. Yeah. Because everybody is so nasty out here.
I agree. The world got enough hate and bitterness.
Exactly.
You know, it's so much easier to be nice and loving.
Definitely, definitely. Instead of being so mean and nasty and negative, like, you ever realize in the negative, nasty parts, the air is so heavy?
Oh, of course. cut that shit with a knife. Yeah.
Yo, the air is so heavy out here. It's almost like you can't breathe.
Absolutely, it's suffocating. Yes.
Yeah, and then, listen, I go to Long Island, my town, and it ain't too fucking good, okay?
Yeah.
Mastic, I don't know if you've heard, Mastic is not the best town. It's not no bougie white place, okay? It's still a hood, but nothing like here, yo.
Yeah.
I could breathe right out there. I feel like I got fresh air.
Yeah.
Out here, it just feels so heavy and dark, and you know, like you feel the bad vibe.
Yeah.
Like
absolutely.
the moment you step out here. I went to freaking, they got me in a hotel. The homeless outreach got me in a hotel on West 45th Street. Okay. I go down there, the air feels so much lighter.
Yeah.
But you want to know why? Because there's nothing but gay, happy people down there.
Yeah.
Not for nothing.
True.
They're all gay, 9 times out of 10, or college kids.
Yeah.
And they're all happy.
Yep.
Everybody over here is in the hood gang banging, selling drugs and nasty.
Yeah. True. Well, I thank you for your story, sister.
100%.
I'm gonna give you a card, so when I put it up this week, you'll be able to see exactly where it's up. The community we have is so loving, and you're gonna, if you go and watch it and you read your comments, you're gonna see how much support and love you get. So I thank you. I like your outlook on life. You seem to be extremely positive, even though you went through some stuff.
You gotta be, because at the end of the day, if you're not, nobody else is gonna sit there to pick your head up for you. Nobody.
Amen. Thank you, sister. I appreciate you.
And anything that you could, anything you need, I'll be happy to volunteer.
Thank you, sister.
Not a problem. Remember, you could be here tomorrow.